everything right, it was you and me.
Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Nayeema and welcome to a new video. Today we are talking about all of the 11 books that I currently have checked out from Kindle Unlimited, and I'm very excited to sit down and talk to you guys about them today. Some of them I've started. Actually, I think only one of them I've started, and then the rest I have yet to. I used to have like 20 books checked out and I was like, this is way too much to like actually keep track of. So right now I only have 11. I usually like interchange them. I'll probably like sub them out if I know that I'm no longer interested and probably won't read it for a while. But for now, these are books that I really want to read pretty soon. A lot of these were recommended to me by so many friends in the community. Also, down below, let me know what you guys have checked out from KU. I'd love to know, see if we're twinning in any areas. And also, let me know if you have read any of the books that I'm going to talk to you guys about today and tell me your thoughts. I would love to know so I can add that higher in my mental TBR list. So without further ado, let's just get right into today's video. So the first book that I have checked out is Sugar Daddies by Jade West, and this was recommended to me by my friend Em from Em Reads Romance. I'll have her channel linked down below. She gives the best recommendations. I love her. But yeah, she recommended this. It is MMF, 2 sugar daddies and then like a sugar baby. I guess this bisexual couple, they're looking for a third and they want it to be a girl. So I guess that's how it works. I believe that she told me that there was not much plot, but the smut was really, really good. And there were things that happened in here that shouldn't be able to happen, but they did, and she loved it. And I don't know, I'm intrigued. So I have it. I've had this one checked out for a good bit now and I still have yet to read it. The only reason why it's still here, honestly, is because I saw the audiobook on Hoopla, so I'll probably listen while I read it on my phone or Kindle. So yeah, that's the first one that I have checked out. Next, I have Mafia Mistress by Mila Finelli, I think is how you say it. And this is an age gap. I'm so excited about this one. It's an age gap romance. It's Mafia. Love Mafia. And so the heroine is promised to the hero's son. The hero is basically like the king of the mafia world or whatever mafia they're ruling, and so the heroine is actually promised to his son, but he's like, actually no, you're coming with me. And so that's how this romance ensues. He's not a very good guy. He's an older guy, which I love. Like, obviously he has a son the same age as the heroine, so he's a bit older, and I go feral for age gap romances. So yeah, I'm very excited for this one. It should be really good, and I've heard pretty good things about it. I've been seeing it all over Bookstagram, so I'm really excited. Next, I have Luna and the Lie by Mariana Zapata, and this is not a very popular Mariana Zapata, I feel like, but this one was recommended to me by my friend Em as well, and when she read it, she was like, you need to read this. I don't care what you're doing, read it. And I still have yet to read it. It is checked out from KU though, so I'm planning on it. I just haven't yet. So of course it's Mariana Zapata, so it's slow burn, and it's an age gap as well. What I got from the synopsis is that Luna really just like loves her life. She has amazing friends. She loves her job. She loves her family. I don't know. She's keeping a secret either for her boss or from her boss. And so it's a romance between her and her boss, so it's also like a workplace romance, which is super exciting. That's all I really know about it. I can't tell by the synopsis if she's lying to her boss and keeping a secret for him or to him, like from him. Like, I can't tell. But many people have come to me and told me this is really good. Hannah from the Two Bookish Hannahs, Becca from Books with Bex, they love this book, so I'm gonna read it. The next book that I have is Don't You Dare by C.E. Reese, and this was also recommended to me by my friend Em. This is a MM romance. It's sports romance, so it's baseball. Best friends to lovers, and then these two best friends think that they were straight until they were dared to kiss each other. And ever since they kissed each other, their world has spun upside down. They want more. They don't know. They're best friends. How can they do this? How can they feel attraction towards each other? Em says it was so good, and she says that she thinks I would like it, so I have it. I'm not the biggest fan of best friends to lovers, or friends to lovers for that matter, but this one should be interesting. I do love like a little confliction between two friends. So, and also it is a college romance. And then I have Antichrist by Amo Jones. I love Amo Jones. She is one of my favorite authors ever. She writes amazing dark romances, and I have not read this one yet. And honestly, what I can say about this is that it's dark. Like, I literally got nothing from the synopsis. I couldn't really understand. 𝓬𝓤 likes to, first of all, give a bunch of really hard to pronounce names. Second of all, extremely confusing synopsises that you really can't get anything from, and hope for the best. She doesn't really give trigger warnings. She claims that her name is a trigger warning, so I know that there definitely will be triggers in here and that it's dark. That's all I can say about this one. And also, it involves an MC club, which I'm not the biggest fan of, like regular MC clubs, but she did write an MC club kind of romance in her book 𝓫𝓲𝓬𝓲𝓪, so, and I really enjoyed that one, so hopefully I like Antichrist. And then here I have Set Up for Love by 𝓫𝓲𝓬𝓬, and this was recommended to me by Heather from Hia Booktubes. I'll also have her channel linked down below, and she actually recommended this for the Dark Romance Readathon, and I had every intention of reading it until my Dark Romance Readathon kind of went downhill. But I still have it here because I really do want to read it. This is a married couple and the relationship is kind of spiraling. Things are not good, and the heroine makes a comment to the hero that she does not feel safe with him. So in order to kind of like win back the love of his wife and like kind of look like a hero, he hires 2 men to come and rob them, and then the hero will like stop it, and like she'll think of him as a literal hero, and like they'll fall in love again or whatever. But when one of the guys that the hero hires sees his wife, he's like, what if I just took her for myself? And so yeah, it should be really good. I love aspects like this, but I have a feeling that she is going to find out that the guy that was hired and she's gonna be pissed at him, and I'm sure of it. But it does sound really good. It's also a Black love romance. I just really trust Heather. She knows her books. Like, she's a reading machine, and yeah, she really likes this one. And then I have Start a Fire by Julia Wolf, and this was recommended to me by Ashley. Ashley actually recommended this also in her Dark Romance Readathon recommendation video, and I heard her describe it and I was like, why not? So I have it here. I would have read this for the Dark Romance Readathon, but that didn't happen. And so this is a high school bully romance, which I'm going back to my roots with this one. I used to love bully romances, and I still do. I just don't read as much of them anymore, but I was reading them and eating them up back to back to back, so I'm excited to read this one. I think the heroine is a new girl and she's ready to keep her head down her senior year at this new school. She did the whole queen bee thing at her other school, and now she just wants a peaceful senior year. But the school, either like popular boy or bad boy, he sees her and he's like, nope, I'm gonna insert myself in your life, I'm gonna make your life a living hell, and it's gonna be great, it's gonna be fun, just buckle in. And I'm very excited because I love bully romances, so that one I should be reading pretty soon because I have been in the mood to read one for a while now. Next, I have The Broad by Will and Nash, and this is a small town romance, and I've been seeing this one everywhere on Bookstagram. I know that this is Debney Perry's pen name, and I'm quite excited to read it. I love small town romances, and this one is between a sheriff of the small town and a famous country music star, and she's basically on the run. Her disappearance has been like a hot topic all over the news, and nobody can find her until the sheriff does, and he just wants to know why she's hiding, why she's running, and in order to keep him quiet, she offers him a bribe, but I guess they fall in love. It should be good. I really do want to read this series. I think it's called like The Calamity or something like that, but I've been seeing pictures for this everywhere and I'm very excited. I love a small town, but like Montana is kind of throwing me off because it's like bulls and like, I don't know, Montana kind of freaks me out for some reason. I'm just gonna be honest with you, but I am excited to read it. Next, here I have Carnal Urges by J.T. Justinger, and in either May or April, I think it was May, I read Ruthless Creatures, and it was so good. That one was the first book, and then Carnal Urges is the second book in her Queens and Monsters series. This is a dark romance, it's a mafia romance, and at the end of book 1 we kind of get a little hint as to what the second book will be about. It follows 𝓶𝓮, who is Natalie from the first book's best friend, and 𝓶𝓮 accidentally starts a mafia war, And I'm so excited to read this because in the first book, 𝓲𝓸𝓬𝓲𝓪 talks about how she just can never really find love and she just jumps from person to person hoping to find a connection, but she never does. And it's her book and I'm so excited. I'm pretty sure these start off as enemies to lovers. Like literally she started a mafia war on accident and they fall in love, and I'm so ready to read about her again and I'm so excited to be in this world. J.T. Jessenger has also become one of my favorite authors ever, so this one should be really good. And it has incredibly high ratings on Goodreads, which is always good. Next here I have Face Offs and Cheap Shots by Eden Finley and another author. It's like 2 of them. This is another book that Em recommended. You can kind of tell which books Em recommended to me. If it's if it's a hockey romance, if it's a sports romance, she probably recommended it to me. So this is an hockey romance. It's also a college romance. It is rivals to lovers. We basically have one hero and he really wants to be the captain his senior year, but his coaches kind of think that another guy has potential too. So, and they hate each other, or at least one of them hates the other one and the other one just kind of likes to push the other one's buttons. Sorry if that didn't make sense, but their teammates are like, listen, we're going to put you guys up in a few challenges and see who is best suited to be our captain. And from there, romance ensues. One of them hates the other one likes messing with the other one. I just love rivals to lovers, so this one should be really good. And it's college, and it's and it's hockey, which I love in romance books. So I'm really excited about this one. And last but not least, we have Ivy, and this is one that I actually started reading. This is known to be kind of like a Pretty Little Liars. Secrets are being held. I really like it so far. So it's a bunch of mean girls. 2 of them have been best friends all throughout college, and they live in this huge manor because one of them is incredibly rich. I think her name is Ivy. And so they're looking for a 3rd roommate to kind of like torment. They're mean, whatever. And so a new girl named Cassia, she comes and, or Cassie, either Cassie or Cassia, she comes and moves in and she's like, listen, I'm not with like the BS, like you're not going to try to run me out. And apparently this is a romance. Like I'm very confused as to how it's a romance because it's following 3 girls. I guess each of them maybe have a little romance. I don't really know, but I hear amazing things about it. And secrets are being held. These girls are best friends. They're filthy rich. I'm just really liking the vibes so far. I'm a little bit confused as to how this is going to work out or who it's going to work out for, but I'm excited to say the least. And I hear amazing things about this book and Will and Ash. So it's also college, which is fun, and I believe there are also a few mysteries involved. I'm liking it less than 10% in, so I'll definitely keep you guys posted with my thoughts on this. Let me know if you've read it. I'd love to know your opinions on it. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to tell me what books you currently have checked out from KU and the books that you're excited for, and also tell me if you've read any of the books that I've mentioned here today. I'm super excited to read them. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and also turn on your post notifications so you never miss another upload from me. And I will see you very shortly with a new video. Bye.
If I got one thing right, it was you and